And we continue our coverage tonight. The man accused of shattering the Houston law enforcement community and leaving 2 children without a father was put on a stretcher and taken into custody in Galveston earlier today.
Investigators say he shot and killed Harris County Precinct 4 Deputy Maher Husseini, who was on his way to work. We have team coverage for you here tonight. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle spoke with those who knew Husseini best. But we start with Abigail Dye, live for us in Galveston tonight, where the suspect was taken into custody after a wild chase that ended in the water.
Anthony, this scene just wrapped up here, cleaning up just about 20 minutes ago. And this is where it all ended. This killing turned manhunt, then police chase. It all concluded when that suspect drove down this road and launched his car into the bay. Precinct 4 Deputy Maher Husseini was gunned down on his way to work here on the 8900 block of Richmond. An all-out manhunt ended just hours later here in Galveston.
All of a sudden there's like 10, 20, I'm not even kidding, cop cars, and then they're coming out with ARs and everything.
The Galveston City Marshal found the vehicle at a nearby hotel and wasn't quick enough. The guy saw the vehicle and jumped in his car, and a short pursuit ensued. The guy drove out here, drove his vehicle into the water.
It was around 4:30 that he drove his car into the bay.
I heard sirens, and then I kind of looked out there, and then I heard boom, boom. And I looked, and I seen the car go off the end of the street into the water. And then I looked out there, and I seen the guy swimming out. I was like, man, I don't know where he's going to swim to.
Bobbing up and down in the water, the suspect continued to swim outward.
We're watching this tiny little black dot in the water swimming further and further out, but that's a tough swim to Texas City, and he wasn't going to make it.
And he looked like he was struggling. Looked like he started going under, and it was looking like he was drowning.
It was around 5:15 that authorities got him on a boat.
Some tactical folks to grab him, and a police canine helped secure him while he was resisting in the boat.
Then back to land and loaded him in an ambulance.
Right now he's being held for the evading here in the county, and I understand from the district attorney's office that he will be no bonded pending the processing and the search warrants to get him back into Harris County.
Now, Deputy Husseini, he was a beloved public servant. He was very loved and very respected by our community. We are joined now live by Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle. Sherman, you've been on this story since it broke, and I understand you've been talking with loved ones and family of this victim. What do they have to say?
Yeah, good evening, Abigail. Earlier on the scene, I had a pleasure for an extended period of time to speaking with his brother and a close friend who talked so highly about this fallen officer. I also spoke with a community member who just got to meet him recently. He says having a cop in a community like that was rare.
Precinct 4 Constable Deputy Maher Husseini was killed on his way to work when he was shot, something he was devoted to on and off the clock. His family tells Fox 26 he had a PhD in criminal justice. He patrolled in the South Central District, and he had a wife and 2 young children.
I can tell you he's been with us since 2021. I just promoted him last week. He was just promoted, met his wife for the first time, great people.
Husseini, who comes from a prominent family in Jerusalem, was recently promoted to corporal in the constable's office. Fox 26 spoke with a community member who sparked a conversation with him late last year while reporting on another crime.
He impressed me so much that every time I saw his car parked at the coffee shop, I would stop and go buy a cup of coffee just as an excuse to talk to him because he was such a warm individual.
His family, who spoke to Fox 26, agreed. They say Husseini was a magnet and made friends with most of the people he would meet. He was passionate about serving and making his community better.
There's very few in my life, very few police officers that I felt was actually going to protect me and make my life better and safer and somebody I could relate to, and he was one of them.
Officers from several departments assisted in the procession of his body. His constable determined to move forward in the tragedy.
My main goal right now is to support my fallen deputy and his family, and to bring calmness, if you will, to the law enforcement community in general, and get going on the investigative side of this to bring this individual to quick justice.
definitely lost a big piece of the Houston police community earlier today. We've seen tributes pour in from police departments and agencies, not just in Texas, but across the country. It just shows how much of an impact one officer can have when they are killed in such a tragic way. Reporting from Southwest Houston, Sherman DeSalle, Fox 26 News.